Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm King Posh, and today we're looking at this Mitsubishi Fto slash Aston Martin. Here's my share code. I'll explain that in a second, but here's my share code. You got it? Great. Let's look at this thing. It's got 844 horsepower. It's an absolute beast. It's super fun. And yeah, let's have a nice look at this car here. I painted it myself. All right, I got the Aston Martin going on here because it looks like an Aston Martin in the front. It looks like a poor man's Aston Martin. That's always how I've always seen the FTO since I sell it back in Forza Motorsport, whatever, 4 or 3, whatever. And I was like, that looks like an Aston Martin when you have that, that front bumper on there. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to make myself a kit car. So I had the Aston Martins on the front, on the sides. I even put a Vantage on the side. I have my YouTube channel there, and I let everybody know that this is a Vantage GP Aston Martin. Yep. So that's what I did. I do this every time I get this car, and yeah. So there's that. So this is my rear-wheel drive drift tune. Let's get into it and show you guys what I've done to this thing. Now, this thing is a little strange, and I'll get over that later. But it's got the 2.0 liter inline 4 turbo in there, 844 horsepower, blows the doors off of the Turbo Rally that only has 668 horsepower. This has a lot more, so why not? And this thing only weighs just under 2,100 pounds. It's very light. And of course, we got rear-wheel drive drivetrain. I have a rear-wheel drive drift tune for this thing and an all-wheel drive drift tune for this thing. And I can't wait to show you guys the all-wheel drive because it's kind of crazy because I took the alignment from from the Forza Edition, what was that? The Charger, Dodge Charger. The alignment is on this car for the all-wheel drive. It's wicked. Either way. So, yeah, so you got this thing right here, but once you put this on, it instantly becomes an Aston Martin. It looks like the front end of an Aston Martin, so that's what I think of. All right, I decided to leave the regular spoiler back there. I saw this one, I was like, it's okay, or you can just have none. I really didn't want this one. I didn't think anybody else would, so I just left it with this one. It still looks good. And here we got a sport tire compound on this one. It was very tough trying to get this thing to an A800 exactly. Either way, we got a 225s in the front and 235s in the rear. All right, we do have the latest rims, Wed Sport TC105 ends in here. We got 16s in the front, 16s in the rear. I did look at going for bigger rims, but as you can tell, it takes me up to an S1 class, and I didn't want that. All right. You got stock track width in the front, which looks fine, because I didn't want it out there because it just didn't look good to me. All right, so I decided to just leave it like that. This one is maxed out, though. I thought it looked better the way it was there, so that's what we did there. We just got a stock 6-speed transmission. I know I usually use like a 9 or a 10-speed transmission, but I didn't even see. I was going to use a 4-speed, but it didn't change my weight using a 6-speed versus a 4-speed. So I decided to just go with a 6-speed on this one. All right, got a race driveline and a drift differential. Here you just got stock brakes. I did look at this stuff and work around it, but I ended up going with stock brake system. All right, drift springs and dampeners, anti-roll bars for the front and the rear. No roll cage, and it is light as possible. We're saving 380 pounds. And then everything here to give you that 844 horsepower is maxed out, which is really nice to have this engine maxed out, giving you all that power. It's even got that anti-lag. Very loud. Very loud. Alright. It's kind of nice to have everything on there for the engine and keep it in the A-class range. We're saving 8 pounds by having the race flywheel as well. And that's what you got as the build for this car. Car mastery for this thing. They definitely want you to go sideways with this thing. That's kind of nice. And then here is the tune. It's got a great top speed of 236.8. Sometimes it hits 237. Sometimes it depends on what happens. Either 55 to maximize that slide. You can tell the gears are really out there. Really out there. But they go all the way to the end, to the 272 miles per hour. Alright. And then this is the alignment I decided to go with. The whole reason why I went with a 2.3 was if I go up to 2.4, the top speed fails. And I was like, I just kept on going down from 3.6 down to 2.3, and that's when the top speed popped up. I said, you know what, that's good enough. And moved on. Anti-roll bars are 4340 and 2730. Don't ask me why I did that, but that's what I did. Alright. Springs are 926.8 and 908.4. Pretty wild, but they all work. Lows and goes 6.3 and 6.1. Alright, dampening is old school. I decided to go old school with this thing and go 7, 9, 6, and 8. And then no downforce to worry about. Brakes, we have stock brakes, can't mess with them. And then my differentials, the 21% and 100%. And there you have it, there's the tune. Now you can mess with this stuff here. Usually, I guess because I was messing with all the tune, the build itself to keep it in, get into A800. Because this usually would be 955, 936. It looks like it changed itself. So, I mean, you can put it to those numbers if you'd want. Anti-roll bars, I guess that's what came with stock. Because usually I'd either have it on 1 and 1, or I'd have it all the way up to 65 and 65. But it all works out. Just saying. So let's take this Aston Martin outside and go for a little drift. Looks like it's morning. Beautiful morning to take out my poor man's Aston Martin. Now you gotta watch this thing. You really gotta get this thing to going. Because there can be some serious lag going on with this engine with having an anti-lag system. I don't get it. But it is what it is. But it is pretty smooth once you get it going. And it gets really good points in the drift sections. It really does. Probably one of the highest points for some of my rear-wheel drive cars that I've noticed. Now it probably won't happen now because I'm doing a video, but I definitely can get some good numbers out of this thing. Oh, we're going off the road. It's okay. There's a 42 too. I've seen 45 with this thing. I've seen a 45 with it, and it's awesome. Now, there is lag. You gotta watch out for this thing. Here, look at this. I am floored right now. Look at that. 120 horsepower. Waiting. I'm still floored. See, my throttle is 100%. There it is. So, you gotta watch that. Now, I changed the gears around because first gear used to be where second gear is. And that was really bad lag. To the point where I had to jiggle the front of this car like back and forth like this just to get it to go sideways. You know, spin the tires at least. But once the thing goes, it's not too bad. You know, and you can use all the gears if you want. It's great. And the rain helps. Now here, let's see if I can get this lag here. There it is. I am floored here. Let me show you guys. Throttle 100%. I'm in second gear. I can just drop it down to first. Still 100%. Waiting for that power to kick in. See there? Kicked in. 51 pounds of boost. That's the whole reason right there. But yeah, it's still a fun car. I love it. I do. You just gotta, you know, wiggle it. Get it so, you can break traction and get those tires spinning. Once you get those tires spinning, you're good. But it does have a lot of lag. You just got to watch yourselves. That's all. But that is what it is. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of this beautiful Aston Martin. And I will catch you guys next time. Yeah, it's a beautiful Aston Martin FTO. I know. Beautiful. It's got that Aston Martin racing green going on there. Oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Anyways, till next time, stay sideways, my friends.